Yo, what's up?
Not much. Just waiting to fraud.
Hell yeah.
Hello.
Hi. You guys ready?
I am.
All right. Well, the game's up. EXE was uploaded. I can post the link in the special bus, I guess, just so it's a bit easier for people to grab.
Posted in special bus.
Hell yeah. Everybody always gets a good laugh, like all my real life friends or whatever, when I tell them, oh yeah, the most popular chat channel in my community is the special bus.
I just love how everyone who joins is immediately confused by all the channel names.
Yeah, that's a good thing too. What's up, Don?
Yo. I have just arrived.
I don't know what that means, but welcome.
Oh wow, that's 12 maps.
Yeah, Cuckadoo Port's the one we're gonna be. I figure you guys don't mind that I'm shelling that one first. 'Cause that is the one I've been working on for a while. So hopefully
No
you guys
problem.
don't mind playing that first. And Baelethal, if you got any updates to your map, feel free to send it over. I'll throw it in the map thing. Although I just realized I did update the maps, the Cuckadoo Port files, so I'll just upload those again. But no worries, it's pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty small file anyway, so it's not going to take long if you
Well, yeah,
decide
the
to
maps
download
generally are small,
it. Yeah.
so that's not too big a deal.
I do think it's kind of funny how we've gone from like wanting to work on campaign missions and like our map craps, the way that those are put in. We've gone from that to now working a lot with melee stuff, melee AI, melee maps. It's really funny to me how you went from like we weren't really on any extreme per se, but it's funny that we went so far down the melee rabbit hole, as it were.
Yep. Well, one thing that irritates me is when I try to look up the design of like melee maps, and you just don't find very much.
Oh, like a guide or something?
Yeah, like tips and stuff, and like guides or like tutorials saying like, hey, this is like how you design melee maps. And it's very hard to find anything, despite the fact that like melee maps were like super important for like 20 years.
No kidding. It's like the primo or whatever, like the primary thing that they did.
Like you would imagine there would be more analyses of like pro maps, but there just aren't. I guess they're probably all in Korean. That's probably my problem.
Could be.
Speak the wrong
I know
language.
that there are a lot of like foreign, and it's another weird thing about the Brood War scene is that anytime you say foreign, you mean not Korean. It's like the opposite of what you think it's meaning as a Westerner. But the foreign scene has a lot of stuff at Team Liquid. I know that there's like mapping contests and stuff where you see a lot of people who are probably both Korean and non-Korean, but a lot of the Team Liquid mapping contest maps end up getting thrown into the actual ladder pool currently. Of course, now they're all going to be using those shitty ramps, but you can still learn a lot from like what they're like the basic tenets of what they're doing. You just have to do a lot of that analysis yourself. Maybe I should start producing content like that where I go through and analyze some of the like pro games on the maps or something and try to specifically look through replays and find like, here's an example of, this strategy working because of this specific map or something. I don't know.
Well, that would be really cool. I think, because like, I think my biggest issue is mostly that there's a lot of like really specific stuff that goes into a lot of pro melee maps that just what does it say? Oh, that you wouldn't think of without having without having either watched pro games or played them yourself, like a lot of them.
Right.
Where it's like for instance, one thing that I learned was the whole when they break up those like high ground areas and have like a weird grid in them. The whole point is just to prevent drops in that area.
Right. Yeah. Well,
that's something that I like.
An annoying part actually is Terran is basically viewed as the most broken race because they're so versatile. What's up, Heltrix? Terran is they have tanks that you can drop them in holes and start picking off shit. Like, there's a lot of shit that's related to Terran. Liftoff. Like, there's so many different aspects.
They destroy like the ability to just make any map.
Right. Rather than rebalance the game, obviously, people decided to work within that and use maps to balance the game. And they did so in ways that basically in any other environment, you'd just look at that and be like, oh, that's a gimmick. Like if it was a campaign map and all of the island expansions had one mineral field with zero mineral field, like zero minerals in it. Yeah. And all it's there for is to stop you from landing a command center. You'd be like, wow, that's a weird gimmick. But it's just accepted in Melee because there was no way for them to balance around that. Or at least they didn't perceive of a way to balance around that. So...
Well, you would have to convince everyone to move over to a mod that like either removes liftoff or makes it so you have to like
just there's ways to something. Yeah, the thing is there are ways that you can make it so that the map is more favorable to other races than Terran and still have that as a way that Terran has some advantage that's unique over other races. Like the map can include that and also include something that puts Terran at a disadvantage versus other matchups. Or something like that. So there are ways that they could have done it, but they went for a very strict, like, what is basically the path of least resistance, plus how can we add in some functionality where the overall, like, not only is it simple, but it's also like, we can do this by making things very symmetrical and very mirrored, and you don't really see asymmetrical maps very often, which is kind of unfortunate, but
yeah,
it is what it is. So it looks like I don't see you in here. I don't know if you're.
Oh yeah, I just downloaded. I need to actually start it. And then...
Oh. Okay. Right.
Oops.
So there are 3 of you guys. If you wanted to go 3v3 AI, that is an option.
I'm down for whatever.
Oh, Ultralisk is also here. So. Have to see. If the Zerg AI is what you get, you will probably have a shitty time just because of the fact that the Zerg AI is not great, but the other AI should be more productive, should be more powerful, potent. Other P words.
Words that start with P.
Hell yeah. Sleep is for the P words, I agree. Whoa, that's rude.
Didn't sleep today.
Yeah, you did.
Actually, I did, but for not very long.
Yeah.
So it's Todd Dad.
Hell yeah.
Dad of my Todd.
So actually, in this case, if we want, we can do just a straight up 2v2. I can close the other slots. Because what will happen is that will leave the high yield bases open for taking, or we can have AI fill those spots. Really up to what you guys think.
I don't care.
I don't.
Sounds like nobody has any preference in particular. So 1 AI each. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Is that we could either do that or we could do a 2v2. Map should be good for either one. It's not super big, so. The problem is if one of you guys gets a Protoss AI and the other gets a Zerg, it'll be real embarrassing.
Because 1 AI will just annihilate the other.
Yeah. Oh, 1 AI might annihilate a player too, and the other AI will just twiddle their dick and fucking. Well, I can't tell the AI what to. I can't put a computer slide in there and then pick its race or anything, unfortunately. So that's why I was saying.
Yeah, like that's like an improvement to the UI that would be very helpful.
Yeah, being able to select computer in a melee or use map settings. We could do if this was like a top versus bottom, I could do that, but then there wouldn't be any observer. So I like that one, Don. That's a good idea. All right. Well, let's get it going. I'll unmute the game, which is something I should have done a while ago.
Unmute my brain.
Hell yeah. Oh shit! They're both done! What a fraud!
Okay, so all we have to do is defend the AI until 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we win.
Don, dude, you're the AI. How does that feel?
I feel.
Well, I don't know what you're saying because you keep cutting out at the last second, but I agree.
I still feel humble.
Ah, I see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the fraud. I can't really say AI 00 frauds, so what we'll do instead of that is we'll say...
Okay. I don't know this map. I need to find the ramps. There's one over here.
Dad 00 Todd. That'll have to be enough. In the top left-hand corner, we have My Name is Lowell as the Red Terran.
My base.
Top right-hand corner, it's Ultralisks Blue Zerg. Top middle, it's Dawn AI as Teal
There's the back
Terran,
entrance.
who seems to be broken. Unless I'm hallucinating.
And here's the crashed battlecruiser entrance.
Oh, never mind. He's fine. JK, boys. JK. All right, bottom right-hand corner, it's Dawn himself.
Okay.
The man himself as Purple Terran. I didn't think he built anything for a second. Bottom left-hand corner, Baelethal, Orange, Protoss. Bottom middle, Dawn AI as this fuck. I don't actually know what build order he's going for, so we will have to see. Looks like they're a little rough around the edges. We'll have to repair them as time goes on. Nice fucking refinery mining.
I know the map.
Holy shit. Alright, well, I don't want to look at that, so we're back. So since you guys both have AI, I've decided instead of... what the fuck? Oh. Instead of doing AI versus fraud, it's the score on the stream says Dad 00 Todd. Because Dad is top and Todd is bottom. It won't give you any valuable information after one game. So, should be useful.
Fuck. That's fucking annoying. That's fucking...
Oh shit!
Seriously? A 6 pool? A 4 pool? Whatever.
I have to agree, Ultralisks is being a very mean boy. It's okay, he lost half his Zerglings already. Oh, I was almost more. Alright.
Being a very naughty person.
I forgot how fucking vulnerable the Dawn AIs are. Holy shit. Oh.
I wonder where my natural is supposed to be.
It's like diagonal. Well, your other Dawn ally stole it, so.
Well, that explains it. I was like, is that my natural or his natural?
Oh, you can take his.
Well, they're leaving me alone, I guess.
We all know how that's a very good idea, right? Leave Dawn alone.
Right, of course.
Best idea ever. And I landed my barracks on top of my SCV. Impressive. Feel free to take your zone. I think I'm fine without him. Wait, the AI is Protoss. How is it a Dawn AI? Is the carrier rush?
Yeah. That's why he has nothing and is currently dying to 6 Zerglings.
Yeah. I should send my zealots over there. Why doesn't he have any zealots? He really is done.
He did. He had 2 Zealots. They just died.
Oh.
He also had a photon cannon.
And it also died.
Me. Oh, me.
Meanwhile...
Losing all of his probes.
What a disaster. I like that I'm watching My Name is Lowell spin his Marines around the crashed battlecruisers just like an AI.
Huh?
simulate.
Simulated man, yeah. Oh. How unfortunate.
Did you wake up?
I was just watching all of those Zerglings die to a single photon cannon.
You know, whenever a meat
What are
AI
these red marines doing?
Oh, bye.
Oh, well.
The classic Protoss drop.
Was I dropped?
I think everybody
No.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
No! Not me and Ultralisk.
Oh,
We're
really?
still here.
Look at the Protoss base and say that again.
Well, I'm dropped, so.
Yeah.
I think I'm the only one left.
Well, you're probably the only one left in your game, yeah.
Right, because all the games just split, basically.
And I finally had a good economy.
Yeah, there's some weird RNG associated with the Protoss. It's like weird RNG-based shit. So what I'll do for now is, really quickly, I really don't even know what it would be. I always think it's like whenever the gateway takes damage, because what just happened is my name is low attacked the gateway, or something attacked the gateway while it was building, and that seems to have dropped it. I don't know why. It doesn't really make any sense. In fact, if I can get a couple more people, I mean, I think we already tried this earlier. Maybe it has to be an AI control gateway, but I don't think so because we had the same drop earlier.
Yeah, we've had
In,
DC when it's all peak players.
Yeah, so if I can just get like 2 people to jump into this game.
But it
real
does
quick.
seem to always involve a Protoss player.
Yeah,
There's,
it
like,
always
a
involves a
player that
Protoss player.
happens.
It makes me think that somehow like an animation while the unit is regenerating shields or something is causing it. I really have no idea why that would be the case though. It doesn't make any sense. So the game's
Yeah, it seems
up
a bit
for whoever wants to
absurd.
pop in. Help me test this out real quick.
You have thought that again?
Yeah. Oh, well, I
Okay.
guess it probably won't be because there's still people in the game. So it's Todd 1 and Dad.
Ah.
So, yeah, we'll just try this real quick on for size. And
Unable to join. It's currently full.
yeah, there's already
That's
2
illegal.
people. It is. I like how even in this case it's Todd and Dad. Forgot about that one. All right, so that we will have to resume that one. Pretty unfortunate, but okay. So one of you guys, I'm on all the way on the far left. If you guys can come over here and attack one of my gateways while they're morphing, you know.
I don't think it's doing anything.
Yeah, just keep attacking it. I guess.
I think you... Wait, I'm pretty sure it was building while it happened.
Yeah, like it was in the middle of the animation.
I mean, in the warp, that it's warping in. Not that it's warping in units, but warping in the building itself.
Oh, that's an interesting bug that the flame overlay disappears. Yeah, I don't know. Like that's why I was thinking maybe it had to be AI controlled or something, but it was really weird, whatever it was.
Oh,
Now, let's see.
I think the gateway that was damaged and regenerating shields was not. It was already finished, so I don't actually.
I don't know if this is helpful, but I sent a marine to go through the base, but not to attack anything. That's when everybody was dropped.
Oh, so you just saw a vision of it, right? So it was like a fog of war thing.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually looking at it. I was
Yeah,
looking
you just
at the base.
you released fog of war, so you revealed it, and then so this is a classic thing actually. So what ends up happening? I think we already looked into this earlier. I think what's happening is that there's, oops.
memory.
There's a random chance for the animation to go a different way, and because of that random chance, the game desyncs. Because for one player, it waits another frame, and for another player, it plays another frame of the animation. It's really dumb, I'm pretty sure that's what's causing it. So what I'll do is I'll just remove all the randomness from the animation, and we'll see where that takes us. So then I'll re-upload the exe after I do this, and with any luck, we can just play normally, and hopefully that doesn't happen. Because what happens is when your game renders the animation in the first place, that's like it only renders the animation if you have vision of the unit, even if you're not looking at it. So when you created vision for your team, for you it was different than what it was for Ultralisks or something of that nature. Or like for the players that already had vision of it, it was different from the players that like you who just now had vision of it. I think it's something to do with that anyway. So just to avoid that as an option, we'll say we'll get rid of the weight rands. In theory, this really shouldn't happen though, because there's weight random shit in the Zerg structures too, and I don't think those have ever caused desyncs. So
yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I must concur with that one. But we'll remove that. We'll change that anyway, and if it does fix it, we'll know. Like, oh, okay, that's why. If it still happens, we know that's not the case. But it always seems to happen specifically to gateways, and I don't know why.
I wonder if if you created an AI that just like never built gateways, would it and like, saw if it would ever crash?
Yeah, I don't know. Or if like, yeah, I have no idea. It's really weird.
But yeah, this seems like a really weird glitch because it's so random. It's not even consistent. Like,
right. That's why I think it's related to random, literally like random number generator shit. So I just changed all that stuff. I'm plugging in the new animation code, and I'm uploading the exe now. And we'll try that out and see what happens.
well, it's obviously some kind of weird thing where the result isn't consistent.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like, since it's randomly wait 1 or 2 frames before changing to the next frame in the animation, I think what's happening is, I think it's basically doing something to the effect of like, players 1, 2, and 3 wait 1 frame, and then move to the next frame, but player 2 just got vision as that wait rand was happening, and so they waited 1 frame, or they waited 2 frames instead, because on their end, on their client, it was deciding whether to wait 1 frame or 2 frames, instead of it being synchronous, because they didn't have vision of it. So as they get vision of it, they're in the wait rand 1, 2, and one of for the players who already had vision of it, they were set wait rand 1. For the player that just got vision of it, it's wait rand 2, and there's the desync. I think that might be something to do with it. Again, there are that same issue happens, or that same thing is present. A new exe is up in the same download link. That same issue is present for the other stuff though. So like I mean, like in theory, the same mechanism.
Like certain structures should be causing the desync if that were the case, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'll double check their code. I know it happens in the upgrading frames, but I'll double check what the other ones look like anyway. Like the evolution chamber, I think, is an example.
Yeah, like evolution chambers or like Hydra Den or something.
Well, admittedly, there are only 2 wait rands in the evolution chamber script. One of them is when it's built, and the other one is when at the end of the is working block. So there's way less chance for it to desync if it does desync, and maybe it doesn't desync at the very end of the block or something, and only desyncs if it's in the middle of a block. I really don't know what the case may be. I'm looking.
Well, yeah, it could be like a situation where because it's on creation or something, it isn't inconsistent. Like,
yeah, or well, it's just much less likely to happen at all because it's very rare you would get vision of it at the exact frame that it's calculating that. Whereas the gateway is literally every single wait is wait rand by comparison.
So like every time, almost like most of the frames, there's a chance of fucking something up.
Right, instead of just one of the frames being there in a much longer animation anyway. So we'll see what happens. Obviously, it looks better when it's a little bit more random. I can write like a pseudo-random one, which is actually always the same sequence, but still, it's like it does it's just a longer animation where it's playing the same animation just at different times. So I could still simulate it if it ends up being a problem. And maybe we can even look into making it so that it's always consistent. Like on an engine level, we fix that bug that leads to this. But that's assuming it's the problem in the first place. Also, the
But yeah, it sounds like there's an issue with the pseudo-random number generator where you can end up with a different seed or starting point, and so it generates a different number depending on which computer or what has occurred specifically in the map or whatever.
Right.
Which can create weird clashes, essentially.
Yeah, if it created a set of random seeds so that it was always the same way. Something like that. I don't exactly know how that would work on an underlying level, but... Okay, so game is up. I don't know if Ultralisks is joining us again. I don't know. I assume Baelethal, you're coming back too.
Yep.
Nice. Ultralisk said that he only had enough time for
like one game.
Yeah, he said he had an hour.
Although it was like half a game.
Yeah. Hey, he did piss off Don, so I guess that's an accomplishment.
There you go. He had enough time to bully him.
Yeah. There's that. So yeah, I guess we shall see.
We need more.
What comes of it all?
Todd and Dad.
Fifth and form.
Whoa. All right.
Cuckadoo Port. What a name.
Hell yeah. So it looks like we're still by ourselves, still just the four of us. So hopefully your AIs are not done this time.
They'll just both be done. It'll be fine.
Well, it was nice knowing you
there's
guys.
Connor.
Whoever has the Zerg, nice knowing you.
Oh no. I think we have the Zerg.
No,
No, we have the Terran. Okay.
you guys are safe.
Why is the AI going
I just need to build Reavers, and then I can defeat Connor.
Yeah, exactly. Or you can build anything at all. That's really... T. Wow. Well, it looks like there's only one Protoss now, so if we get the desync still, I'm just
Then we
gonna
know
blame
it's me.
Baelethal, yeah. Exactly.
Why are you breaking the game?
Yeah, motherfucker.
Can I blame him without desync?
What'd you say?
Can I blame him even without desync?
Even without a desync? Well, you're you, and so you're probably going to do nothing until you have battle cruisers again, so I don't think you can blame anyone. You don't get to
except for
levy
yourself.
the blame. Yeah, it's not allowed. So the Zerg are the only ones that don't have like a new build order put together here, which is kind of unfortunate. I also saw that the Terrans were building a depot super early for some reason. So let me take a look at why that might be. No, that's... Well, the purple early depot is not the AI. That's Don.
And he's doing that for a reason.
Yeah, he's stopping you. This is ridiculous. Why
He's
does
playing
this
the game.
happen? Holy shit. Dude, right now, don't look at your turret AI.
Why are there
Don't,
so many?
no, don't look at him.
What did they
No.
do?
Don't do it. Don't.
That
no.
refinery does not need that.
I like how he pulled them all off one by one after, too. Like, what a lunatic. He's like, oh, I guess I don't actually need all these.
Now I gotta remove them one at a time to see how many I do need.
Well, we...
Fuck you!
It's happening
Marine
again.
faster.
It's okay.
Oh,
He'll be fine.
Whoa.
he just
What
wants
is
to destroy
purple AI
something.
doing?
What do you mean?
That's not, purple isn't an AI.
Oh,
The AI is in the middle. My name is Lil.
Oh, well, I saw SCVs stand still for a moment.
Why did you say Zerg AI then?
I
Why does everybody think you're an AI?
don't know. Maybe because your AI is broken?
I don't know if that one's... no, it's not very nice. What's the reaction time on this one? Yeah, that was a little ambitious there, Ultra. I don't know about that one.
Oh, from my base, please.
Dog's excited.
Dude, he knows. He knows that he's about to watch the epic 2-fact vault opener.
Oh, and the AI took my my natural again.
Yeah, it's okay. You might need to help him.
Oh, fuck.
Let me send my zealots over there. He's gonna lose all his SCVs again.
Yeah, it's weird that this is repeating. Actually, this
Can we
is
do
honestly
this now?
this is perfect for the Zerg AI. Early pressure. You know, the worst part of the Zerg AI is always the early game. They can't fucking get out of that whatsoever to save their lives. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what you needed. What an idiot. What is he doing with it? All that, and you just spun his defense unit to the other bases. That's
Yep.
pretty good. I like that.
Very effective.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Why is the AI busted?
They're not busted. They're just really stupid in the early game. Well, in this case, there's like... They're going for openers that are pretty risky. Like, Ultralisks is basically being an asshole. Because he knows that the AI... There's nothing that the AI can do against 9-Pool, or whatever the fuck he was going. Like, the AI is literally incapable of defending against early Zerglings. Because the AI doesn't know how to use its workers for defense, right? So
Right, yeah. So,
if they were capable of
obviously.
doing that, then they would be much more, level-headed. They'd be much...
and they wouldn't be instantly destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Does the
I should
AI
probably put a
have
pylon
AI
over here so I
problem?
can at least see if somebody's attacking the crash battle cruisers.
Wow, this is a pretty powerful 2 Goliath push. Was not expecting that one.
It's actually doing something.
Yeah. I mean, it's again doing something against the other AI. It's still good.
I would rather
Just destroying all those drones.
Yeah, we're at 13 drone kills. See ya. Oh, 14. Oh, no, not quite. Oh, there it is. 14 drones. I love the spin. It's so dumb. Meanwhile, they have all these units that they're just not defending them. I actually wonder if maybe if I did do unstart campaign for the melee AI, if that would actually change anything. Oh, meanwhile, I just now realized, I looked back at his base and his fucking SCVs are under attack from Hydra again. There's a trade. I didn't see how many SCVs actually died though. Well,
damn it. Oh,
can't believe Ultralisks is leaving his fellow Zerg out to dry like that.
I mean, that's to be expected from him.
Yeah, that is true.
Drawn going.
Fuck.
Oh, I guess he just went off that way. I'm gonna go attack up here.
He's scouting you, dude.
Oh.
Better question is, where the fuck is Ultros?
Yeah, what is he doing?
He was
Spinning.
killing my SPC.
Brutal. Don't mind if I do.
The hell?
You? Aha, the classic spin move begins. Oh, maybe not.
People fighting somewhere? I can't.
No, I was talking about the crash battle cruisers. I thought that they were going to be spinning.
Someone's being lurkered.
And now Don is wishing he built the control tower.
Not really.
Well, you can't get science vessels without a control tower, so...
I'm not intending to. I'm just going to.
Oh yeah, you're just
What are
gonna
you-
let your base...
Wait, look at what the AI is doing in my expansion. He's just decided that's his geyser now.
Bye.
What? What?
Oh, because it's now assigned to his main. It's another one of the... Remember that insane bug that was happening to the resource areas?
Where like a random like geyser like on the other side of the map just gets like assigned to this one base, and you're like, wait, why?
Yeah.
Please stop.
It was a valiant effort from that one Marine. Wow. I can't believe this happened. What the fuck? No! Why did you abandon your control tower? Aw, man. Executed. Well, I'll try to fix that geyser bug. That is pretty fun. I'm glad the lurkers are spinning.
I'm dead. Most of them are dead.
What happened to your battlecruiser?
Probably still dead somewhere. I don't even want to know.
We have a bunch of wraiths.
He doesn't have clothes. What the fuck? I like that. It's a good song. And my name is Lowell. Repel Baelethal's protons.
Nope.
Oh.
I can be honest.
Hey, if you feel, if this helps you feel any better, the AI is also trying to join Baelethal, but there are crashed battlecruisers in its way, and it doesn't know how to
So
defeat
it's
them.
just very confused.
So its army is spinning instead of helping aid in your death.
Oh, I see Hydra. Oh, you're just taking my base. Okay, I would.
Yeah, the Zerg AI took all the bases pretty much. Hey, there's an island behind you, Ultra. You could have taken that.
You know, you fucking dislike that. That's all I'm gonna say.
How rude. It's okay, my name is Lo can still come back. In fact, my name is Lowell can take the Ellen expansion if he wants to. Dude, this army of tanks is growing, and they still don't know how to bypass the crash battlecruiser. Oh, never mind. They decided to pick a new target. Epic.
I do need forecast.
You're under attack by a single Hydra.
You are? Oh. That's probably the AI.
Yes, I think it was. I don't think Ultralists would throw a single Hydralisk at me.
I saw him spinning lurkers, so I would not necessarily trust that. Oh, oh! It's okay. Forecastle is
My Dragoons
absorbing
don't know
damage.
how to get past the crash battlecruisers.
Oh shit, even you are bugging out.
Please kill him already. Thank you.
Sorry, Baelethal.
You could kill him yourself.
I don't think you've been witnessing what's happening.
He's actually settling in my base. Ah.
Oh, I like
I
that the
do.
AI assisted in defending Ultralisk's main with some colonies. That's very cute of it.
I'm being helpful.
Yeah.
No, you fucking AI!
My thoughts exactly.
Oh,
All right, there's lurkers. Oh, I need to send some observers.
Fucking idiot! Fucking idiot!
Oh, nice. The AI's actually tanks behind the crash battlecruisers are working out.
nice. That's epic.
Yeah, I also helped a little bit of upgrades, to be honest.
I do appreciate that Ultralisks put a fucking hatchery next to the Zalas.
Holy Jesus!
What?
What is... There's a lot of hatcheries
Where?
from
Everywhere.
the AI.
Oh, your allied AI? Yeah. He's got mostly layers, actually. That's Connor, dude. Connor's a little dumb with carapace upgrades, but you know. Wait, what are you saying about it?
Wait. Oh shit. Well, the AI has turned on me.
Oh yeah, if you attack its units, of course. Self-defense.
I just wanted it to stop, but well, now I'm fucked.
Ultralisks took the island. And...
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wait, give me a moment.
No.
You have so long.
Oh, you deserve that.
Yeah, I'm actually playing the game this time.
Okay, the Connor AI will somehow kick in some year.
Potentially.
I don't even want to know how much money it has, and it's just not spending.
Oh, it's actually making great stuff.
Maybe I'm too late.
What a bloodbath. How are you, Hoop Thrower? Welcome.
What the heck?
And Don finally got his battle cruisers.
Yeah, about that.
Hey, I took the heat. Most of the time, I was taking the heat.
You better have detection though, because somebody has rates, so watch out for that one. You will lose your battle cruisers very quickly.
I know. Wraiths are epic.
Oh, the guy has more Hydra.
Don't have gas. I wonder why. Damn it.
Just kill it.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to do.
You got photon cannons. He's not even mining from it. He's just like this.
No, he's not. He just built it.
He's gas steel, dude.
He's just trolling me.
Pretty much.
Oh, you mother!
Oh, and then of course the tanks are attacking my units. Thanks. You're a very helpful AI.
It's okay. He'll lose interest now. Just quickly build the assimilator before he puts it. He just wanted
Still
to...
shooting at me.
No, it's over.
He just wanted to destroy that one trigger.
Yeah. See? Now he's like, I guess I'll move my SCVs. Dude, look how many SCVs he sent over.
How many Hydras does this AI make exactly?
Well, you see,
All of them?
It has about 30 hatcheries. So if you're going to attack it, you're going to need to attack it with more than just 5 battle cruisers. Yeah, exactly. Ultralisks did his job.
It was a nuisance, and now... No. No. No.
The horde of Connor descends upon you.
I hate this. Oh wow, that's overlap. Oh wow, it was actually really good. And they
Actually, a
lost
decent attack.
it.
Unlike the one Hydralist that he's usually sending.
Yeah, he's a little dumb, okay?
A little.
Takes him a while to figure out how to play the game.
I don't know
But
why.
once he does,
it's so weird. It's not even like that's consistent either. I mean, I think he still has a sizable count, but they're all spread out over his base. Like I said, maybe on Start Campaign will fix all my problems. I really don't know. So. AI is continuing to spin around crashed battlecruisers.
That's what they do best.
Bullied.
Only repair the fleet.
Oh shit. Don has built a thriving island colony. Nice boy. Wait, what the
Thanks
fuck?
for giving
What
one
are you
up.
doing, my name is Paul? What's going on?
Huh?
what is this emissary you've sent in the top right?
Emissary?
Is that your insurance
call-
policy in case all of your shit dies? They'll never find it.
Maybe.
Oh, man.
You're telling us where it is, though.
Yeah, well, listen, it's too dumb to not comment on. Okay. The only base that hasn't been taken is actually just Dawn's original base, I think. It's hard to tell. There's so many dots everywhere.
You know what you should implement?
Yeah.
No, it's just a stupid idea.
Wait, what?
No, well, I got a little bit pissed how my SLEs get stuck. So I thought, hey, what maybe you should do? Maybe you should do that. If the AI gets stuck in a place for too long, it self-destructs or something.
Oh, you're talking. Yeah, you just kill the SCV yourself in that case. Unfortunately, the AI is not capable of doing that. If only. Golly gee whiz. Continuous spin of Hydras.
Is our dysfunctional idiot AI actually doing something now?
Anytime you attack them, they build 1 billion units, so yes.
Impressive. Impressive. Very, very impressive. Fuck you.
Hey, you can't say that. That's rude. Hi.
I like these zealots just getting very confused and running the wrong direction.
It's over, Zerg here. I have the high ground.
I am the high ground.
Exactly.
General Kenobi?
Well, it looks like the Terran AI is pretty broke. Do I even want to see? Oh my goodness, his money. He's got so much money, but he's not doing anything for whatever reason.
Yeah, he keeps expanding, but not doing anything with his expansions.
Yeah, well, he's also not really building anything over here. I'm not really sure what he's broken on, but
How much money does he have?
you don't want to know.
I think that tells you everything you need to know.
Enough that I immediately turned off the debug view so that I could not see that number. Dude.
Hey, hello.
Hi. Not the defiler! Oh, it started to lag just as that.
Oh, no, fuck you.
He's trying to communicate, but my name is Lol does not seem to be open to such messages.
What?
I think he's trying to seduce him. Oh my god.
Lag.
What the? How many raids do you have? How fucking raids do you have?
A lot?
2 raids. I guess we're gonna lose this one.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm taking all the keep while you're just fucking with the AI.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, Brown will be able to build Goliaths to buy time for himself. Well, hold off the base trade.
It's going to mind me now. I'm I'm going to live my new life as a miner.
Look, Don. Again, you're very predictable. You built only battle cruisers, and then we're surprised when they built rates, and then you lost.
Yeah, and then I took all the fucking heat.
I didn't even know you build battle cruisers.
man.
I was like, oh shit, that's about the battle cruiser.
Well, this is what happens when you're very inflexible with how you play the game.
It's okay. Connor has basically done nothing the entire time. I'm gonna quickly take a look at the.
You know, when you were attacking blue, at least you should finish them off.
Oh, calm down.
I'm not mad, I'm just saying.
Defense of the Connor. I can't believe every single military unit the Terran AI has built has come out of 2 factories. That's pretty fucking psychotic. Oh my goodness. The vortex of the fucking drones over in the Connor's main has built an altar to Beelzebub or something. Holy shit.
Okay, I am getting a little irritated with this whole crashed battlecruiser causing my units to spin in my base a lot.
Wait, why did... Oh, you actually took a screenshot of the gas. That's pretty funny.
Oh no.
What a mess. Hey look, the crashed battlecruisers are coming in handy.
Yes, the Zerg AI will never get through. They'll just spin.
Pretty much.
And I've run out of money.
Ah,
Because the AI takes all
shit.
the expansions.
The AI didn't run out of money, let me tell you that much.
Yeah, but he isn't using it.
Yeah, I don't know
He's
what
gonna take all those expansions
wonder-
and do nothing with them.
I wonder what happened there.
You know, we would probably win if the AI actually used its money.
Yeah, gee, I wonder who screwed that one up.
Yo.
Hi.
Void.
Well, I think I'm gonna lose this.
I'm really not sure what happened with the mech AI.
Is it?
It seems like maybe they never proceed because they do get mandate to build. Hold on, let me just look at. I'll look at their shit one more time. So it looks like they got the mandate to build 2 factories and 1 science facility, which makes me think that. Oh, that's why. I know why now. So they were supposed to build an academy, but they can't build an academy because they don't have a barracks. So they just forever froze on that. But that still doesn't really explain why the ad production shit didn't go through. Not really sure why that didn't happen.
So many lurkers.
Lurkers?
Well, I think I lose.
I like that there are starports floating over Connor's base. Alright. Well, I know at least that was responsible for
It's too bad Don lost all his battlecruisers immediately.
It looks like the mech tank timing was responsible because then...
Maybe big use of the fact that I was taking all the attacks.
Dude, I was attacking them like the whole game, so I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
You're attacking the AI, not the actual players.
no, I annihilated blue early on. You just, didn't help, so I couldn't keep up the pressure forever.
Yeah, then who the fuck attacked me if he was dead, supposedly?
I don't know. I did actually destroy his main, and he was like, well, I'm dead.
Yeah, he's the terror for killing me. Then his Hydra was for attacking me. Oh, I'm not sure if you killed him, but
He's rebuilt, I get that, but, don't act like I never attacked him.
Yeah,
Hey,
by the way.
I annihilated, I
something.
think, both their mains, actually.
What's up, my name is Will?
I noticed something, but I'm not so sure. But I'm not sure if it's intentional or not. It doesn't look intentional.
What is it?
I posted on Special Bus.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, no, those are ramps. So the problem is the reverse ramps don't exist for roof tiles yet.
Ah,
Yeah. Eventually we'll get those added.
Of course, yes, it looks very, jank.
Yeah, right now it's hoop. Alright, well... Looks like that's the end of that one.
Yeah, I don't have much left.
Yep.
Alright, so... I'm gonna... upload that fix to the AI real quick, the Mega Drive. I'm not really sure why the AI didn't continue to build stuff after the fact, but whatever the case may have been, like the thing is, the expansions definitely should have been able to get plenty of structures. Because there's nothing in it that where the expansions would have required a barracks. So I don't know why there would be any problems with that. But anyway, I fixed the bug that I know is there, and so hopefully that also fixes all of the shit that was downstream of it. So I'll go ahead and upload that. That was with the very specific personality too. It was the only personality that didn't have a barracks request. Or the only build order.
Mixing in some wraiths in with his battle cruisers would probably have helped a lot.
You?
Oh, wraiths are good.
Okay, so new version is up, I think. Hold on, let me check. Oh, never mind. Mega's taking forever.
yeah, well, it looks like I'll be heading to bed now, actually.
You actually.
Yes, me, actually.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
See you
Well,
next time.
The fucking
You should all have a good night or morning, depending on where you are.
Yeah, Ultralisks is a morning person himself.
Yeah. See ya.
See you later.
Bye.
I really wish we had like a service that was as responsive as Mega is in general, or like reliable, but way better at actually uploading and downloading files. It's like the one thing that you'd think they would get done properly, but it's the one thing
right,
that's
the whole
fucking
main point of the entire site, you know.
Yeah, you know.
So it's just the exe I need to download?
Yeah. So that's up just now. That just finished. All right. So are we playing on that map that you made, Baelethal? What do you think?
Sure.
I don't know if you've made any changes since you posted it to.
No. I was going to, but then I decided not to because I didn't think I had enough time to.
Right. Yeah.
To really do the kinds of large-scale changes that I think we were talking about.
I'm downloading as we speak.
So this one I don't think is kitted out for observers. I'm not sure.
No, well, it's an 8-player.
Yeah. So.
So.
It wouldn't make any sense. So we'll just do that.
Unless you added more players to the game, I don't think we'll have any observers.
Yeah, I just like sort of sneezed and accidentally coded that in, you know. So
That's right. It just happened. I don't even know how.
yeah, what's up, Kian? Yeah, we can wait for you if you want. We are still playing. Looks like Kian will be here in about 5 minutes.
Cool.
Oh wait, this is. Oh yeah, we're playing in use map settings for 2v2v2v2. So check that out.
I hope it works because I haven't triggered stuff like that before.
Oh, let me just check the triggers.
So actually, the mod does not launch again, so I will restart quickly.
Oh, okay. See ya. Destroyed. So I have to. What you have to do, just for the sake of having AI players in the game. Well, just in general, it's good to run Share Vision on and Share Vision or an Allied Victory. But you also have to make set every player that's not on the team to enemy. So
I thought I did that.
Well, I don't. I only see one trigger in here, and it's for setting the starting resources.
And I messed something up, I guess.
I'm putting it in right now, anyway. So
Okay.
You'll just have to grab this version that from your downloads folder or whatever when it's in. And then there's also no victory triggers, so I'll put that in there too.
Oh yeah, I don't think I actually did that.
So obviously there's still quite a lot missing from the Hydra new game state in terms of like what the final cut will look like. And obviously there's a bunch of reads that are missing and all that other stuff. But if there are any sort of issues with like figuring stuff out or any issues like that, feel free to let me know if you guys have any suggestions or whatever. There's a couple of things that are still on my mind as far as making improvements are concerned. I think that the Cyprian is it's just like not a very useful unit, and it's not super expensive, so I don't think the answer is, I don't think the answer lies within like making it cheaper.
By the way?
So I think it would have to be a change to how the unit actually works. But I also just haven't seen that much of it, so.
You know what? The mod is not launching even after the restart, so...
Try re-downloading it.
Yeah, I will.
Can't join the game.
It's not up right now.
Ah, okay.
So I'm doing the triggering real quick. Okay, so I added the victory trigger and then the allied and share vision stuff, just making sure that everything's there. Okay. So that's that. All right, game is up. So it looks like we'll have me, Baelethal, Dawn, Veek, and Ultralusk is also here. He's not sleeping.
I re-downloaded it and it doesn't work again. So I don't know. Other mods are working fine, so maybe you can send it to me on DM or something.
Yeah, it might be that somehow you're getting like an older version, or I don't know. Maybe that it's not working elsewhere. I can't obviously upload it because it's too big, but I'll upload it to another service, and you can tell me if that works.
Downloading my own map.
Hell yeah! Try that.
Viridian Hills.
Veek. But yeah, once Veek and Kian are here, that'll put us at 6 players, and then it'll just be... We could do just a straight-up AI team if we wanted to, or we could just have 2 players that have AI allies.
I guess that's up to people, but I think a whole AI team works. Especially since they'll probably end up dominating the match and we'll have to ally against them. If they're like tearing it for a toss or something.
Yeah, no kidding. Well,
or they'll just like both be Zerg and then they'll just be eliminated at the beginning.
Yeah, then they'll just leave the game at the beginning. Oh, okay. Well, one thing I haven't done is
build nothing.
Yeah, I haven't gone through and added like transmissions for each force or whatever. I think once I end up plugging that stuff in as far as a basic trigger stuff, what I'll do is I'll have that as like a sample trigger that anybody can throw in their melee map for the sake of it. So like the triggers in this map are for 2v2v2v2 obviously, but anybody who wants to can open up the map and go into the trigger editor, not the classic map triggers, the actual text trigger editor, and then they Control A, Control C, and then do the same thing in their map, but when they open it up, just Control V and then test, and it should work. So hopefully that works out. Should be easy enough for people to copy and paste it.
We could just make multiple versions of all the maps. That, like one is like 2v2v2v2 or whatever, and then one's like 4v4, and then another one's like something else. I guess I don't know what else it would be, but like we could make multiple versions of the same map. That
right. Yeah, that's what I had to do for Cuckadoo. I put that in as a there's an observer and a non-observer, but within that you can do 2v2 with observer. There is no free-for-all with observer, I guess. That would be like the one thing that would be missing, but otherwise you can just do free-for-all in there anyway. Any luck, Vik?
No, I have no idea what happened.
Oh, I was gonna ask, by the way, what the fuck's up with the US? Why is everything on fire?
I like how you expect that I would know the answer to that question. Yeah,
I mean, you live in the country.
No, yeah. News is a mind virus. Don't pay attention to it. That's what I say.
Long story short, the cop killed a black man in Minneapolis or somewhere. And people started protesting, and since everybody has been in quarantine and like in an economic crisis, they started just looting and burning everything.
Well, they were already doing that in previous protests too, so I don't think that that's necessarily.
Who wants to be on whose team?
Well, it looks like when Vik ever ends up getting in here, he'll be on your team. So Vik, you said that you can't figure out how to why that mod specifically isn't launching.
Yeah, so. Like I think it might be like framework or something, because like another Hydra build does not work either. And also,
what happens when you double click on the exe just to run it? Do you get a prompt to start in window mode?
I only have the cursor like loading the circle, and nothing happens.
Are you sure it's not getting like antivirused or something?
I was about to check that, but I don't think so.
That's the only thing I can think of, is that it's getting antivirus. The other option would be, remember when we were trying to configure CNC draw or something as an option? Maybe something related to that might be stopping it from launching.
I actually didn't like copy those files because it started working with the DLS. So
okay. So
I thought to not break it. I won't like.
Yeah, it's one less thing that's busted. Yeah. Well, yeah, the only thing I can think of is that it's being antivirused.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty common, unfortunately. Windows 10 just re-enables your shit. Starts quarantining.
Yeah, Microsoft has just decided that like you don't get to decide what the settings and options on your computer are anymore.
I've even went through and disabled it manually in the fucking like group setting or something.
Just randomly re-enable itself anyway.
Yeah.
Like I'm guessing what happens is whenever there's a patch, they just reset everything.
Oh, hi.
Not really. Microsoft just like hard-coded the timer for it.
Yeah.
It resets every 14 days, I think.
And I don't know if it's possible to disable that.
That's absurd.
I've been trying to figure out how to keep it off because it's something that I had off forever, and then on one of the Windows updates, it turned itself back on, and ever since then, occasionally it turns itself back on. So I don't know what the fuck to do about that. But
So Force 4 is going to be a pair of classic Hydra AI.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
All right. Let's see what happens, boys. Let it
We're
commence.
gonna get double connored.
Yeah, you might. You never know.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
Uh-oh.
Orders received.
I don't think there is any AI because they would have printed a fucking debug message.
That's not good.
Well, 2v2v2, V empty map. See ya.
It's over.
Well, I guess some people have the advantage since it's a bunch of empty space for them to take bases.
SCV good to go, sir.
I don't. What? How did that happen?
Fuck if I know. I'll take a second look at it later. Maybe it's just that the debug messages didn't print for some reason. Which would mean that they both randomed into Terran. Because that's the only script that could have had that problem, I think.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Are you sick pooling again?
Wait, are you allied to... Oh yeah, you are. You're allied to Ultralisk.
SCV good to go, sir.
Hey, at least you're not going to get 6 pooled. Look on the bright side, man.
Orders, Captain.
Can you report he attacked me instead of you?
Yeah, he attacks his own ally. He is sleepy, so that might happen.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Job's finished. Yes, sir. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that.
Oh, well, there's Kian. Oh, and the ramps are fucked.
What? I don't
Where?
see any fuck ramps.
SCV good to go,
The
sir.
upside down ramp in my base is fucked. I actually have one effect in my base.
I must have accidentally had like mirror on at some point.
Oh yeah,
When I
check
should've-
that out. Oh, I know why. It's because we're UMSing and I forgot to add that run AI script trigger. That's why they are.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
so they're just sitting there doing nothing, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I read you. Reporting for duty.
Nice.
I read you. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. Orders,
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was like, how do you run the right AI for the melee player?
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh yeah, you center a
It's like
location.
expansion custom level.
Yeah, that's the AI. But you center a location. You basically make an AI trigger that detects if they have a command center, a nexus, or a hatchery.
Yeah, there you go. That makes
Good to go,
sense.
sir.
That's what I did in Silo Matrix and in Consecrate, I think. And also in my map. I just forgot to do that here.
Yes, sir. Roger
It's okay,
that.
we'll fix it up later.
Sir. Orders received.
I'm happy with the fact that I have extra base protection, basically.
You don't. You have AI bases that aren't doing it.
Orders, Captain.
No, I don't actually have one less entrance than everyone else.
Yes, sir. Roger that.
It's saying because the ramp is fucked, people can't use it to get into space.
So by the way, I honestly think that Vervalinks might be really strong in early game because like
Yeah, they have
they're
60 health.
pretty
They
much-
deal less DPS than Zerglings, but
yeah, and also you
be
don't
killed.
have to spend larva to upgrade your military, which is like pretty important as well. They can get a better economy because of that.
yeah, we were thinking about the fact that Vorlings are probably pretty strong right now, and at some point a solution will probably be to make it so that you have to mutate
Good to go, sir.
your spawning pool into a Vorval pond or something.
Reporting for duty. Job finished. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received.
At some point I really should give a custom sound to the medbay instead of the fucking unused whistle sound.
go, sir.
Go through the building catapult people.
Add-on complete.
Job's finished. Reporting for duty. Job's finished. SCP good to go, sir. Orders, Captain? Orders, Captain?
Standing by. Outstanding. Let's move. Outstanding.
Orders, Captain?
Captain Red,
Go away.
need medical attention?
Not enough minerals.
Jacked up and good to go.
Go away.
Can't just say go away to somebody. What's wrong? Don't you have any manners?
Orders received.
No?
Captain
Roger
Red,
that. Affirmative.
state the nature of your medical emergency.
I
Did
want
someone
to go
page
away.
me?
I read you.
Yeah, he went away.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Yes, sir. Right away,
You want a
sir.
piece of me, boy?
I read you.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders received.
Upgrade complete.
Job's finished.
Oh, you're getting fucked.
Not enough minerals.
Where does it hurt? Right away.
You lose. Oh, you didn't lose your bonus. That's nice.
Job's finished. I read you.
Upgrade complete.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty.
Add-on complete.
Orders, Captain.
This time an AI won't take my my Geister.
Maybe we'll pick you guys.
Reporting for duty.
Upgrade complete.
Roger that.
Need a light.
Look, yeah, I just see that. Thank you for pinging. I will do my best to go and fuck them.
SCP good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
What a
Good
mess.
to go, sir.
You want
I
a
can't
piece of
build
me,
there.
boy?
What a mess.
Captain Red,
What a
need
mess.
medical attention? Right away.
Marina fan?
Stack. Right away. I'm on the job. Stack.
Go, sir.
On my way. Right away. Stack. On my way. I'm on the job. On my way. I'm on the job. On my way. Stack. Right away. On my way.
Your forces are under attack.
Did someone page me?
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Roger that.
Oh. Invisible.
I read you.
Upgrade complete.
Standing by.
That's nice.
Yes, sir. Something's in the way. Yes, sir. Roger that. Affirmative. SCP good to go, sir.
Base is under
Where does
attack.
it hurt?
I read you. Orders, Captain.
Right
That's
away.
better than the bunker.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty. Affirmative.
Need medical attention? Where does it hurt? Right away.
Piece of me, boy.
Orders received.
Hey, that's rude.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Orders received.
I'm on the job. Right away. Need medical attention?
Your forces are under attack.
Stack.
Want to turn up the heat?
Additional supply depots
Orders
required.
received.
Oh, I have serpents and duelists and the
Right away,
dying.
sir. Orders received.
Want to turn
Did
up the
someone
heat?
page
Yes,
me?
sir.
What the fuck?
Orders, Captain.
Additional supply depots required.
In the way. Right away, sir.
Because we're in the middle, that's why we're getting attacked.
Commander.
Yes, sir.
Did someone
Because
page
the
me?
AI didn't spawn in, basically.
I'm on the job.
Basically, yeah.
Right away, sir. Yes,
Well,
Research
I mean, it's
complete.
not an
Orders
issue.
received. Job finished.
Oh, nice passing.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, not like
Roger
well for
that.
you.
Right away, sir. Job's finished. Affirmative. I can't build there. I read
Upgrade
you.
complete.
Job's finished. Orders, Captain. Orders received. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
Oh,
Upgrade complete.
I read you.
that's
Reporting
a
for
lot of
duty.
cells. Oh, that's a lot of cells as well.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Reporting for duty.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Right away, sir.
Add-on complete.
I read you. Affirmative. Roger that. Right away, sir. Orders received. Yes, sir. Roger that. Orders received.
I might need some help, by the way.
Right away, sir.
I mean, most of the attack force is dead, but still.
Orders, Captain.
Need medical attention? State the nature of your medical
Want to
emergency.
turn up the heat?
SCV good to go, sir.
For fuck's sake.
You want a piece of me,
Additional
boy?
supply depots
Do I have
required.
Chromago, for example?
I like that.
Uh-oh. Incredible. Incredible. Just fucking incredible.
SCV good to go, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Captain ready.
I read you.
Not enough minerals.
Job's finished. Job's finished.
Name is selling his shoe.
Yes, sir. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
God damn it.
Piece of me, boy.
I have no money.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you.
Yeah.
SCV
That's what
good
we
to
were
go, sir.
complaining to because
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, but there's no reason for me to not have any money,
Upgrade complete.
besides me not being good enough.
I was gonna say bad macro is the reason.
Not really when I got utterly annihilated.
You want a piece
I mean, you lost the single player, so not that much.
Shows what you know.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders received.
Okay, I lost half my base. They do
Orders,
more.
Captain. Orders received.
Additional supply depots required.
Orders, Captain. Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Where does it
quarters? Give me
That
some
was
of this
scary. Wasn't expecting that one.
Do I have to give you a kiss?
Yeah.
Why?
Mwah.
Job's finished. Reporting for duty.
Sexual harassment?
Job's
I wasn't
finished,
aware.
sir. Orders received. Job's finished. I read you. Reporting for duty. Orders received. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain.
piece of me,
Affirmative. SCV good to go, sir.
Jacked up and good to go.
SCV good to go, sir.
Commander. Outstanding.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Job's
Jacked
finished.
up and good to go.
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. Job's finished. Orders received. I can't feel affirmative.
Explorer reporting.
Reporting for duty. Orders received. SCV good to
Receiving
go, sir.
headquarters.
Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Job SCV good to go, sir.
Piece of me,
Job
boy.
finished.
Jacked up and good to go. Headed back.
Orders, Captain. Roger that. Orders received.
Let's move. Jacked up and good to go.
It's official. Whoever's purple
Upgrade
Go,
complete.
go, go.
sucks.
Outstanding.
Reporting for duty.
What happened?
Affirmative.
He sucks.
Right away, sir. I read you.
Nice.
Reporting for duty.
Give the blowjob?
I read you.
Sort of.
Roger that. Affirmative.
Give
Give me
up?
some of this
I
shoe.
guess he
Orders,
doesn't.
Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Reporting for duty.
Yes.
Your forces are under attack.
Sir. Job finished. Orders, Captain. Job finished. Affirmative. Right away, sir.
Commander, rock and roll.
Need medical attention?
Yes. You want a piece of me, boy? Commander. Transmit orders. Commander, go, go, go. Give me something to shoot.
No,
Yes,
there it is.
sir.
Upgrade
Yes,
complete.
sir. SCV good to go, sir.
You don't want a piece of me, boy.
Right away, sir.
Commander, give me something to shoot. Standing by. You want a piece of me, boy?
Yes, sir.
Explorer reporting. You want a piece of me,
I read
boy?
you. I can't build there.
You got my attention.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir.
Give me something to shoot. You want a piece of me, boy?
I read you. SCV
Oh,
good to go,
that's
sir.
Boy,
incoming wage
standing by.
Reporting for
Oh,
duty.
never mind.
Roger that.
There's barracks and bunkers
Yes, sir.
next to a base.
Orders received.
Hell yeah, brother.
I read you.
Interesting tactic.
Base is under attack.
Hey, that's rude.
SCV good to go, sir. Job finished.
Unacceptable landing zone.
Job finished.
Greetings, Command. We have you on visual. Let's roll.
SCV
Your
good to go,
forces are
sir.
under attack. Additional supply depots required.
Jesus Christ, I'm so bad.
Right away, sir.
You want a piece of me,
Additional
boy?
supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir. I read you. Yes, sir.
Help.
Right away, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Upgrade
Orders
complete.
received.
Base is under attack.
Job finished.
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll.
SCV good to
Your
go,
forces
sir.
are under attack.
I read you.
Go, go, go.
Orders, Cap. I can't build there. I read you.
You want a piece of
Right
me,
away,
boy?
sir. I read you.
You want a piece of me, boy? Standing by. Outstanding. You got my attention. Receiving orders. Want to turn up the heat? You got my attention. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Job finished. I read you. I can't build there. Orders, Captain.
Jacked up and good to go.
Orders, Captain.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
shit.
Orders received.
You want a
I
piece of
can't
me,
build.
boy?
Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir. I read you. SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative.
Give me something to shoot. You want a piece of me, boy? Go, go, go.
SCV good to
Want
go,
to turn up the
sir.
heat?
Orders, Captain.
Upgrade complete.
Affirmative. Roger that. Affirmative. Job finished.
Oh, fuck.
You want a piece of me, boy?
It's an angry dog.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Rock and roll. Let's move.
Need medical attention?
Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack.
Greetings, Command. You got my attention, boy. Slam on a piece of
Base
me,
is under
boy.
attack.
Need a light.
Orders received. I can't build there. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain. Roger that.
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. Fire it up. Naturally.
Your forces are under attack.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
I read you. Piece of me, boy. Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy? Right away.
Bullied.
Piece of me, boy. Report for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Thanks, I needed less supply. I like how my scanner strip didn't even detect your units for some reason.
Commander, you got it. Let's burn.
Pete, you might have autism, though. What's wrong with you?
Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
We have you on visual.
I read you. Yes, sir.
Upgrade complete.
Oh, I think I'm actually out of the game chat at this point. Probably got disconnected by Ripcut.
I read you.
Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Upgrade complete. Add-on complete. Add-on complete.
Hi.
Add-on complete.
Orders, Captain.
What's that? Never get me.
I read you.
Why?
Wait, sir. I read you. Job finished. I read you.
Ready to roll
Roger
out.
that. Job finished. Yes, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Orders, Captain. Orders, Captain. Job's finished.
Commander,
Yes, sir.
give me something to shoot. Commander. Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Research complete. Research complete. Add-on complete.
Reporting for duty.
Ready to roll out.
Job's finished.
Want to turn up the heat? Receiving
Upgrade
headquarters.
complete.
Job's finished.
So, how's everybody doing?
Shit.
Job's finished.
Doing
Sir, proceeding.
Add-on complete.
I don't know how you can say you're doing
Upgrade
okay,
complete.
Destination.
Mr.
Standing by.
Air.
Identify
I
target.
read you. I can't
Yeah,
build
he
it.
just took out my base. Can you move your houses, by the way? They're blocking around.
Ready to roll out. Identify target.
Please?
Ready to roll out.
Thank you.
Delighted to, sir.
Job's finished.
Ready to roll out. Commander. Ready to roll out. Identify target. Proceeding.
Orders, Captain. Right away, sir. Orders received.
Give me something to shoot. Let's
Upgrade
move.
complete.
Standing by. Outstanding. Transmit orders. Ready to roll out.
Yes, sir.
Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty.
Ready to
I
roll
read
out. Identify target. Delighted to, sir.
Tea.
you. Roger that. Right away, sir.
So
It's tea time, boys.
it wants to completely remove all blowing.
Yeah, I don't really know if I can do anything against tanks at the moment.
I was wondering where I put my fucking barracks.
I read you. Reporting for duty. Right away, sir.
Jacked up and good to go. Want to turn up the heat.
Ready to roll out. Ready to roll out.
As it stands, I barely have anything left to do.
Identify target. Yes, sir. Destination.
I might have to invest in some sort.
Job finished. Give me some of this shoot. Right away, sir. Affirmative. Job finished. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir. For duty. Job finished. Yes, sir.
Has anyone taken the middle base? No, Pelham was about to take the middle base.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Spin. Looks like you weren't prepared for a billion Corsair. Jesus Christ.
Your forces are under attack.
Wait, you broke down, how we come?
No, I had the Corsairs.
Oh, you killed the race?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Oh well.
Your forces are under attack.
Greetings, Commander. Identify target. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
Upgrades are getting expensive.
Well, we killed a few structures. That's pretty epic.
Absolutely. All right. Bring it on. Orders, Captain.
A minor setback.
Go, sir.
Okay, Mom.
Upgrade complete.
That's a nice fucking way to put your depots. What the fuck?
Your forces are under attack.
Identify target. Absolutely. SCP good to go, sir.
Comlink online.
I read you. How you feel there? Roger that. Job's finished. Yes, sir. Orders received. Destination. Proceeding. Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah, because the Corsairs turned out to be very
No
effective.
problem. I dig. Yeah, I'm going.
Systems functional.
Destination one.
Goliath online.
Is
Oh,
that
we're
it?
going to the lights now?
Destination.
The people have so many units, you can't actually beat them.
Something on your mind? Yeah, I'm going. I dig.
Really, that can't be the case.
Channel open.
That's not mine deal.
Go ahead, TACOM. Channel open.
Job orders, Captain. Field there. Yes, sir. I read you. Reporting for duty. I read you. I read you. Affirmative.
Go ahead, TACOM. Target designated.
Something on your mind?
Goliath online.
Haha, something on your mind? Haha.
Yeah, I'm going. SCP good to go, sir. Oh, is that it? Identify target.
Goliath online.
I read you, sir.
Channel open.
Your forces are under
I
attack.
read you, sir.
Oh, okay. That's reasonable behavior. Holy shit.
Oh, is that it? Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
I read you.
Like what you do?
Your forces are under attack.
I just don't like your observers. I think they need to be nerfed. No more detection.
Reporting for duty.
Your forces are
Imagine a
under attack.
reality.
Orders received. Destination.
Probably should have said something a little earlier. I didn't know he pushed all the way over there.
Upgrade complete.
Get an overload over here. Yeah,
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Well, we can still win. You just need to hold out as long as possible because they're getting fucked by the other guys.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Someone's learning.
I am eager to hit.
Your forces are under attack.
Go ahead, TACOM. Target designated. Piece of me, boy. Confirm. Target designated. Channel open.
There's Tism happening below me. So I guess it's actually a gangbang. I thought they were attacking Dawn and Ultra, but I guess they're just spinning instead of doing any of that.
Goliath online. Target designated.
I mean, they're occasionally attacking, but they're zooming
Your
they're not even
forces are
doing
under
that.
attack.
Yeah, Vik is a little Tismic. I don't know what's happening with him. He's just sending Zerglings out to suicide. I don't know why he even makes them at all if he's just gonna get rid of them.
He said suiciding into my face for unknown reasons.
Goliath online.
Don't worry, I'll intercept Mongol's forces here.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete.
Just delay him a little bit so that he can't
Let's move.
spin.
Systems functional. Acknowledged HQ. Goliath online. Channel open.
Science facility is supposed to be able to research while lifting off.
No, whatever you're able to research is just bugged. If you tell me what it is, I can fix it.
The still 2 upgrades, but
I can just test that myself. Yeah, so it looks like it's just all the Azazel stuff. I just have to add that is not lifted off. Hey, you can't do that. Those barracks have stood the test of time. Fucking asshole.
Comlink online.
Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Insufficient rescuing gas.
Target designated.
How many units do you even have? Bloody hell.
Systems functional.
Your forces are under attack.
I am sensing that I am just too bad at macro for any hope of lasting very long in this case. SCV fighting!
Your forces are under attack.
Did you lose that moving range? What the fuck?
Acknowledged HQ.
They have what?
I just accidentally moved the window off my screen somehow.
Bye.
Your forces are under attack.
Can I have the window back?
No.
No.
Well,
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir.
make the toolbar go away. It's behind the bottom toolbar. of my
We are
screen.
losing purple, by the way.
I know, I'm sorry. I went to click on something and then I accidentally grabbed the top of this
Then for
window.
some reason hates Metalist.
How do I...
He really likes to attack me. Again.
This isn't an attack,
I
that's
don't
just
know
a
how to
scouting
fix this.
party. What's wrong with you? Dude, how the fuck did I lose all my units?
Yes.
Just
Okay.
so desperate to kill all my spires. Like, changes anything. I can just rebuild it.
It will take you time.
Your
Which I'm
forces are
spending
under
making more
attack.
units, and you're not.
Your forces are under
So
attack.
run out of money eventually. You're getting attacked.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh my god.
Would you? I'm not sure. Spending rebuilding, spending making units.
Yeah. So it finally fixed it, but I think we're probably gonna lose because of that.
I like attacked them like once, and then he just went mad for me.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Just like
Listen, he's just a little homoflexible, okay?
Identify target. Proceeding. Yes, sir. Orders, sir.
and he spams cannons, obviously.
Yeah, you have to actually commit to attacking players that spam that shit.
Forces are under attack.
I can't commit with mutas.
Insufficient phosphine gas.
Well, yeah, you can. You just gotta
Insufficient phosphine
be able
gas.
to.
Sacrifice them?
If they're well upgraded and then you magic box them with a stuck unit, it should be easy enough.
Upgrade complete. Your forces
Hi.
are under attack.
How are you?
I usually magic box with overlords, but obviously here it's not really possible.
Well, I don't know why you would magic box with those ever. But...
But everybody's attacking me. God.
Yeah, everyone.
Hey, that's not true. Kian's not even in the fucking game.
Wait, that's really right. I think
It's GG for me, man. You guys got me.
See a nerd.
Don't keep me waiting.
I'll keep it in the corner probably.
Fuck. Oh. You can't fight that endless supply of dragoons, I guess.
Your forces are under attack.
And let's fix the bridge.
Don't worry, guys. Don't give up the fight. Save the dream.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, sir. Move it.
Don't keep me
Your
waiting.
forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot to actually disable plus upgrades beyond tier 5.
Yep.
Your forces are under attack.
It's okay, it's easy enough to fix later on.
Aw, don't fix that. Oh.
Your forces are under
Well, it's a
attack.
deliberate design decision that you could ever go up to tier 10 in the first place. But then I changed it.
Your forces are under attack.
Well, in the documentation I changed it anyway. Clearly I did not change it all the way through. Well, fuck.
Your forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain? All right, bring it on.
Base is under attack.
Goliath online. Calling online. Ready to roll out.
I can't believe you're still attacking me instead of the main threat.
Base is under attack.
You will have the main threat.
Not you. Well, I'm obviously not the main threat. The fucking purple and the intact players are the main threat.
Pretty much dead, so...
Well, no, we're not intact anymore.
Well, then why are you guys
Yeah,
attacking me?
don't-
I'm being
don't-
attacked by everybody.
Beak lost like his entire mid. He's kind of fucked.
Your forces are under attack.
Proceeding. All right, bring it on.
Your
I don't know where.
forces are under attack.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
That, I'll be making my forces.
Base is under attack.
I might need another base.
Oh, really? I don't even see that. Oh, I see where it is.
SCP good to go, sir. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Confirmed. Acknowledging you.
That's rude.
Identify target.
Your forces are under attack.
Okay, I've got 30 others.
Ready to roll out.
Ah, you're making new lists again.
Identify
Why are you
target.
making more new lists?
Base is under attack.
Once till they don't win.
Proceed.
Just prolonging the supply.
Delighted to, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Yes, sir. Orders,
Your
sir.
forces are
How
under
rude.
attack.
That fucking bug that Eichward told me he was going to fix 8 years ago is still there. Just not enough energy is me.
I have like no minerals now.
Yeah, I think I'm actually dead for real.
Destination moving. Identify target. Absolutely. Delighted to, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Proceed.
Only
Identify target. Orders, sir. Delighted to, sir.
I was just trying to pass through, man. Let my people go. Let my single tank go.
You're in the wrong place.
Yeah, listen, just because I fucked up where I right-click doesn't mean I'm responsible.
Base is under attack.
Listen, just because I didn't do it right doesn't mean I did it wrong.
Yeah, exactly. What a mess.
Yes, sir. Order
I have a little something called nothing.
Job's finished. I read you.
Fuck, he's attacking my backside. Dick.
Base is under attack.
I was trying to plant mines, it didn't work.
SCP good to go,
Channel
sir.
open.
Well, that sucks. You must have like 1 billion bases or something.
only two.
Then how can you afford to continue remaxing Dragoons?
Your forces are
I
under
just have 7
attack.
upgrades. You just can't kill them. That's the problem.
No, there's also 1 billion of them. Also, why the fuck can you even get 7?
That's been in the game for a while now. The fact that you could get up to 10.
Oh. Seems a little much.
Yeah, after you hit 5, I think the 5 being the new cap is fine for higher tiers, but after that it gets pretty out of control. Like, units just stop behaving the way that they would normally.
Forces are under attack.
I mean, double damage.
Well, yeah, it just makes certain units completely useless. Like, I don't think a Marine is just even worth building at that point.
Oh yeah, they are, because you can spam them. So
I guess.
they are pretty useful. Problem is that, actually, ironically enough, building. Yeah, talk about building. Building is precisely the problem, because buildings get fucking melted because they can't get as many upgrades.
Oh, right.
Not enough minerals.
Well, unless there's some magical comeback from Baelethal and Veek, I think we might be over and shut at this point. I don't see much.
Well, I'm pretty much getting annihilated now, so.
My single marine in that bunker will save me.
I mined out like all my bases, so that's my problem.
Base is under attack. Not enough minerals.
I think the issue here is I undervalued the upgrades because I didn't realize you get so many.
Yeah. Haha, you move commanded, idiot.
Your forces are under attack.
I mean, as you can see, there's some very decent damage. Because the Dragoon has fucking 9 armor.
Well, don't upgrade them that much, dummy.
Yes, sir.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you? They're fucking impervious.
Oof.
I'm stuff too.
Okay, Don. Just remember, next time I play, I'm gonna focus you down, and you're gonna die immediately. So,
That really should be the agreement we all make.
I tried to click my wraiths away from your Hydras, and they just stopped and spun for a second before moving.
That was worth it.
Not enough minerals.
So yeah, I guess yeah, taking the middle bases is very useful because I'm guessing you run out of minerals a lot later.
I don't think I was the only one who even tried to take the middle base, I'm pretty sure, unless somebody else has it now. No, nobody has it.
No. But
I took a lot of bases surrounding the entire map, that's for sure.
yeah. Well, there are a lot of bases to take, which I think is good.
Oh, I found Veek. Veek is still alive, guys.
Yeah, he rebuilt.
We'll fix that problem.
I hope you fix it before you fix me.
Orders received.
Working on it, working on it.
Insufficient phosphine gas. Your forces are
Oh,
under
that's
attack.
a lot of shit. Yeah, Ultra, can you send some Ultra?
No, Ultralisk is busy suiciding all of his units into my tank line right now. He cannot be reached for comment. Oh, and Kian's busy disconnecting.
Oh man, it's me.
Well, you're the only one who's lagging right now, yeah. But if you're still in here, then I don't. What happened exactly?
No, I tried to place barracks in Fog of War, and the game froze.
That's odd. Well, after you get kicked out, can you?
Oh, I got an ace panic.
Oh, that's why. Yeah, if you can send me that, that'd be great. You're gonna have to open the log in Notepad++ and then scroll through it to the end.
Just add a reconnect feature.
just. I like that.
Well, I guess I'm out of the game for real now.
Yeah.
Yep.
He had one command center in my base. So that was all he had.
Not much of a loss then, I guess.
Hey, you can't do that. Hey, gentleman's agreement, fucker. That base doesn't even have any defenders, asshole.
Looks like I also got an iScript error.
What do you mean?
My IS debug log says invalid frame 7 and animation is working, and also in it for image ID 923 and 96.
Yeah, if you can send me your log for that, then too, that would be very useful.
Report for duty. Right away,
Oh, I see where he was going.
SCP good to go, sir. Orders received. SCP good to go, sir. Report for duty.
Ultras are definitely strong.
What do you want?
Yeah, because they can get extra, or they can get leech life or whatever. So it makes
Yeah,
sense.
Saber Siphon. They also have more movement speed if they kill a target. For like a very short amount of time, admittedly, but.
Orders, Captain?
Yeah, they're still weak.
Affirmative.
You're weak.
So what?
Right away, sir.
What did you actually fucking do? That's the question.
Orders
I don't know what you're saying, but I agree.
I'm trying
Orders, Captain.
to figure out where the equipment is.
Roger that.
He's under my jurisdiction now. He has agreed to be protected by me.
SCP good to go, sir.
That sounds awfully sexual.
Let's just say you actually.
Yeah, I'm going. No problem.
I mean, he's not his name.
SCP good to go, sir.
He came out of over here, so he should be okay.
I dig.
Oh, I'm actually out of gas. I can't even rebuild more units.
Is that it?
Epic.
SCP good to go, sir.
We have a chance, boys.
I read you.
That means if we last long enough. You'll just not be able to build anything.
Orders received. SCV good to go, sir.
Come back here. Come back here.
What do you want? Oh,
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
what do you want? I dig.
Your forces are under attack.
Ready to roll
SCV
out.
good to go, sir.
Yes, sir. Move it. Identify target. Orders, sir.
I will say the map might just end up being too fucking huge, to be honest.
On your mind?
Yeah, I might have made it too big.
Well, it's not really that big of a deal, but it is pretty epic at the same time.
No problem.
I figured, max players, max size.
Is that it? No problem.
That's a lot of limbs.
Destination.
Fuck,
Orders, sir.
SCV good to go, sir.
Ready to roll out. Absolutely.
Orders, Captain. I can't build there.
Identify
See you, nerd.
target.
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, cool. My command center didn't land, so you can still use that expansion.
Yeah,
Right away, sir.
I like that.
SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
It's under cloud cover, dude.
Right away, sir.
It'll protect you from the fucking horde of mutalisks whenever they find that.
I think they died a long time ago.
SCV good to go, sir.
Yeah, I
Well,
still
they
have
pivoted indulgence.
a couple of these units that I can use in a pinch, even though they're
Oh, you have Valkyries.
Good to go, sir.
they're not very well upgraded.
SCV good to go, sir.
I thought those were disabled.
No, I re-enabled them. Well, in fact, they were always enabled.
Insufficient Vespian gas.
The
Insufficient
trick
Vespian
was,
gas.
we actually had, there was just the wrong tooltip the entire time.
I can't build there.
It said build Wyvern instead.
Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
I was like, actually,
Orders, Captain.
I lied. You get a completely different unit.
Good to go, sir.
Reasonable?
So I think Ultralisks has just straight up fallen asleep at this point. It's-
SCV
He's got some Hydras. Not a lot, though.
SCV good to go, sir.
Oh, no, he has a lot.
point me at him,
I
dude.
just... so you know where my main was?
Yeah.
Like, between that and the middle.
Good to go, sir.
Identify target.
Say no more.
I read you. Yes, sir. Roger that. Can't build there. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
I haven't built a single depot in about 8 years because I've just been getting bonus supply from all my command centers.
God, it takes an eternity to upgrade.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your
Hey, you can't
forces
do
are
that.
under attack.
Hey, help me, Veek! Help me!
Received. Reporting for duty.
Help me, Veek! Ah! I'll help.
Your forces are under attack.
Reporting for duty. Orders received.
Trying to kill his zealots with
Yeah, they're too
fucking
fucking.
don't get back upgrades.
Yeah, they're a little strong right now. I don't know what to do about that
You should enable attack upgrades for workers.
Oh no, I'm ratcheting it over 10 upgrades, just like blazing through circlings.
Orders, sir. Proceed.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh god! Veek has saved me!
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Veek, no! No, Veek! The hero zealot is killing all my men!
Wow, his Zerglings are actually doing 1 damage to that solid.
Yeah, it's because they're not upgraded. If only I could take control of your leftover raids.
I only have +3.
Only
+5, sorry.
have +3, that's
+5, sorry.
Plus 9.
Right away, sir.
And
Roger that.
Term is using the upgrades that are supposed to be disabled. That's cheating.
Sir. SCV good to go, sir.
I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
I read you.
Come on, man, just take it away. Just, oh no.
Proceed.
You're not allowed to use your units anymore because you upgraded.
Oh shit! Veek to the rescue! My savior!
I'm not sure if the... okay. You're just going to take good damage to kill her.
Don't keep me waiting.
Reporting for duty. SCP good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Hard to have income.
Destination.
See you, nerd.
Your forces are under attack.
Wow. Did that mine really not even hurt his fucking zerglings?
It died in one hit because of his upgrades.
Yes, sir. Ready to roll out. Greetings, reporting for duty.
Do spider mines get bonus armor?
No, I'll probably give them vehicle plating or something.
I read you. I read you.
I can't believe Veek saved my base. What a nice boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I read you.
Your
Reporting for
forces
duty.
are under attack.
Orders, Captain.
He'll probably come back for a reach around in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, if the game lasts 10 more minutes.
I'm guessing they must be running out of money too, because they're not like throwing giant armies at everyone anymore.
I don't know what they're doing. I think they
Oh,
just...
nice! You just tried a fucking engineering bay over here. That's what you guys are.
Wait, what happened?
I saw you hit the engineering bay by accident instead of the refinery.
Your time has come, motherfucker. It's over. Veek, I'm sorry, my base has failed despite your best efforts. There's about 10 billion Dragoons and Basilisks killing me.
I will get the revenge.
There's also 10 billion Zealots attacking me in the middle, so anything you can do there, be much appreciated.
Nope, and now I'm about to lose my base.
You were saying something
Damn it.
about armies and mules?
Your forces
It's
are
okay.
under attack.
I will stem the tide of these Cretans.
Base is under attack.
I will fucking die, actually. Never mind.
Your forces are under attack.
Oh, not enough energy.
Base is
Like that?
under attack.
It's not actually not enough energy. It just takes 10 clicks in order to fucking go through. There's no... What is Iceware?
Receiving headquarters. Destination.
Your forces are under attack.
Have we learned that Zealots are the supreme unit when they have 10 upgrades?
Yeah, pretty much any unit is the supreme unit at that point.
Your forces are under attack.
But yeah, I think we can safely say that.
Yes, sir.
The fuck? I hear my SCVs are dying, but I'm not really sure how or why.
Your forces are under attack.
Hey, that's
Need to find
rude.
their mining bases and eliminate them.
Ultralisks has top middle,
Complete.
some other shit.
Way more than that. He has way more than that.
I don't think so.
Oh, he does. He does.
I have vision on most of the map, so unless he's just got the top right corner, you're
Your
being
forces are
cringy and
under
lying to
attack.
me, little baby.
Okay.
Well, we're talking about ones that are actively mining, not ones that he just has.
Job finished. Job finished. Ready to roll out. Ready to roll out. Job finished. Reporting for duty. Orders job finished. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under
I'm
attack.
afraid I simply need more.
Orders received.
That's a game.
Oh shit. I have a lot.
Goliath online. Ready to roll out.
Complete.
Ready to roll out.
Your forces are under
Go ahead,
attack.
TACOM. Systems functional. Comlink online. Confirmed.
Can't build it. Something's in the way. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain?
Goliath online.
Reporting for
Oh, you even saved this base. That's very nice of you. I didn't even bother trying to because I just assumed it was dead. There were 2 Dragoons in the area.
Proceeding.
Add-on
Comlink
complete.
online.
Good to go, sir. Ready to roll out. SCV good to go, sir. Job's finished.
Cleaning upgrades is gonna be.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative. Roger that.
Not enough minerals.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we really have to get more attention.
Orders, Captain?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, so far.
Ma hoo-ha.
Orders, sir. Proceeding. SCV good to go, sir. Identify target. Move it. Ready to roll out. Proceeding.
Systems functional.
SMH.
Proceeding.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Your forces are under attack.
Go ahead, TACOM.
Hi. How are you?
Your forces are under attack.
I was not expecting that one.
Identify target. Destination. Identify target. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Channel
Yes,
open.
sir.
Systems functional. TACOM locked.
Orders, sir.
Well, Ultralisks, how do you feel?
Proceeding. Identify target. Delighted to, sir. Proceeding. Delighted to, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, this is different creatures now.
Yes,
Your
sir.
forces are under attack.
GG.
We got this.
So who wins?
Nice.
How does the players go?
Oh, are you allying with me, Chronogo?
Hell yeah. I already did that with Zeke earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually upgrades are really important here.
Yeah, I will be putting them back down to 5. It's the only
Yeah, I think
sensible
5 is a little more reasonable because, man,
Kind of
like,
still like a lot.
I have
think.
10 upgrades, you have 3. I just like
thing. Yeah, you do 1
face
damage.
tank everything.
Yeah.
Receiving headquarters.
5 by itself is pretty big as far as the disparity goes, but that's kind of why you either need to scout and pick them off or whatever. Like, I feel like the only reason why we have such a difficulty stopping the enemy from upgrading is because we're so bad we can't actually. I don't know.
Can't scout it.
Something happens where we're too bad to actually stop them from, like, by picking off their production structures. It is a pretty hefty resource investment, you know what I mean? So, and time investment.
Yeah, well, I think it's just most.
Oh yeah, so maybe the lighter upgrades should be more costly.
Didn't expect it
Well, they are.
because we didn't
They're
realize
significantly
that's
more
something.
costly. Like, as you already
Oh
know.
yeah, they get up to like 600.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
probably
maybe
get up higher
like
than that.
1,000 or something. I don't know. Because like that's a lot. That's the upgrade is really strong if you're ahead. Like you're.
I could see what you're
just
talking
involved.
about, but I don't
Or-
really know how to implement something like that without it being really weird or already destabilizing it. Like, it seems really weird to just define a custom rule for how many resources increase by the factor cost increases over time or whatever. It seems weird.
Like maybe the factor cost, like you call it, could increase like the first. The first step would be like 50. The next step would be 100.
You're talking about a scaling factor
Yeah.
instead of just a multiplicative or whatever, because it does scale already like that. It's just that the factor itself doesn't increase. But the problem is if I do that, then it destabilizes the balance behind getting tier 2 and tier 3 upgrades, which I don't really think is all that advisable.
Well, I mean, if I realized how valuable the upgrades were and how many you could get, I probably would have had more. I
was like upgrading mutas entire game, but then I realized they are pretty.
You need to
Like,
upgrade
they're
them to
still
Guardians
bad
to
at
have powerful
fighting.
A-moving options. Yeah, mutas are much more of a harassment unit. Once it gets to the point where that's why Zerg only builds them in the early stages of TVZ, right? And then after that, they transition into Hydra Lurker because it's impossible to like micro with mutas. They only really even get Guardians at all if they have a lot of mutas left over after their tech switch, and it's like, oh, I can do this, and that
Maybe
can help
we
them
could get
siege.
like some upgrades for mutas so they're more effective for that.
I'm not even really sure what that would be.
Late game one?
I was thinking of maybe just a flat out bonus HP upgrade, but it's weird because it would not. I don't think it would mesh well with mutas as the way that they work as like a unit. You know what I mean?
So maybe the bounce attacks would get more damage or something.
Yeah, like increase the damage of their bounce.
Because the bounce is really bad when the enemy has like +3 armor.
Yeah, I just updated the EXE with maximum of 5 upgrades now, since I just remembered. Oh yeah, and then there was also the issue with some of the Azazel upgrades not being able to research while the structure is lifted off. I think that was the only that was it as far as stuff that I found that was busted. Did you guys see anything else that was concerning?
The ramp in the top right.
Well, yeah, it's not my map, so I'll leave that to.
Yeah, I'll fix that.
My ramp in the top left, the red starting location, also had an issue like that, but it wasn't that it would block pathing. It's just a bug, like a whatever you would call it, a visual bug.
Yeah, I must have had like mirror on when I placed something and it fucked it up.
Yeah.
The map smaller. That was a massive map.
All right, so I fixed the science facility stuff, so we're good there. But yeah, I think we're probably done. It's pretty late here.
Yeah, same. I got
probably pretty late for everybody else as well.
Thank you for the awesome game and good night.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, thank you too.
Yeah.
GG.
GG's. Oh yeah, and Ultralisks was asking about why we can create 2 drones at the start. I have to modify the starting larva somehow so that it's only 1. Because that's obviously a pretty big imbalance in favor of Zerg, actually. But that's okay.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about that, but...
Yeah. I'll fix that.
I didn't think to ask.